I've had a few brainwaves.
Nice.
That we should.
It's always good to have a couple of ideas, obviously.
Work on together.
Yeah.
Okay. First one. A bogan on a mountain. It's starring Stephen Curry.
Mm-hmm.
So, you see Stephen Curry, the bogan.
I thought you were going to say he was the mountain.
No.
No.
We're filming this in Mount Everest.
Okay.
Okay, yes, I am going out there.
Yeah, I'd be thinking visual effects instead, but that's okay. Yeah, we've got Sherpas and we're up the mountain.
Yes, so he's in Singlet, climbing up Mount Everest. And he's about to fall.
He's in Mount Everest with a singlet.
Yep.
With a Bintang t-shirt from Bali.
Yep.
Okay.
It says Bali.
Nice.
He's got his man pack, little thing with his... just a burger, some chips. Thought that's going to last him. And then he falls down one of the crevices.
Yep.
Bummer for him. But then suddenly I come driving up a mountain in a Porsche. And I save him at the last second.
It'd have to be a four-wheel Porsche, wouldn't it, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, so what, is it a comedy?
Well, it's a bogan climbing up a mountain. You don't see bogans climb up mountains generally. Like, I haven't seen a bogan climb up a mountain, but...
No.
So, that will cost us 20 mil. You know, maybe it should be a Hummer. We'll get a Hummer.
I'd be more concerned about how long Stephen's going to last on Mount Everest in a singlet.
Maybe he's doing it for the Guinness Book of Records or something really...
Yeah. I think putting actors in that kind of situation is probably a little optimistic.
You know, you've worked with Stephen Curry on Takeaway.
I have.
And, you know, he's pretty close to you. You made him dressed up as the Fry.
But being dressed in colourful padded clothing is a bit different to being in a dangerous situation with no clothing.
Okay, well, I've got two more.
Excellent.
Okay. We've got Zombie High.
Ah, well, it's very current. Zombies are very current at the moment.
Zombie High. Pack of zombies move into the local area.
Yep.
Brad Pitt is playing the eldest zombie. Of course he is.
Of course he is, yeah, because he didn't get out of World War Z intact.
Well, okay. So, you know, the zombies. The eldest one enters the local high school. He madly falls in love with the prettiest girl in school. You already know who that is.
Well, I'm guessing.
Then the sports jock also is in love with the prettiest girl in school. We'll get one of those really big kid actors to play him.
Right.
And, you know, they have a massive punch-up. There's a couple of limbs lost. A couple of eyes. Oh no, just one eye. Can't have a couple. Feet, you know. I end up going out with the geek nerd instead.
Is he a zombie?
No.
No, you go out with a real human?
Yeah.
That's
well,
good.
You could call him a zombie. You know, he's got the Einstein.
Okay. So a comedy again.
Oh, it's got a twist.
It is. It's a dark comedy. There's been some interesting zombie comedies from Shaun of the Dead through to... There's something at the moment... Well, not the moment, but it's fairly recent. I can't remember the storyline where a girl falls in love with a zombie.
Well, opposite.
So it's similar. It could be part of a companion piece.
But we've got Brad Pitt in it, so that would be like, Brad Pitt! They'd only watch it because of Brad Pitt.
Generally, that if particularly a well-known actor's kind of carved out an iconic role in a particular genre, they're not going to go back there again. So I think he's probably done his zombie dash in World War Z, but
you never know.
It doesn't sound like you need him. It sounds like, you know, if it's focused on the younger generation, then you probably want to focus on those areas.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I just thought he'd be good in it because...
He'd be good in anything, but I think just realistically he's not going to go back to another zombie film in any short term.
Okay. Furball.
Yes.
It's about a cat. We're getting a real cat who's trained. Even more money. Who's going to be trained, and this cat was much loved. You know, one of those massive, fluffy ones who don't do anything but eat and watch TV. He's watching a hypnotism class.
Right.
You know, he gets magic voodoo powers, goes to the shop, breaks in, gets one of those magic turbans, and hypnotizes the whole family. Apart from... Oh, the whole family, including their dog.
Right.
Their next door neighbour. Smart, but also the cool kid in the school, comes and saves the day by snapping her fingers.
Mm-hmm.
And the cat, she watches the same hypnotism clue, and she hypnotises the cat, and she saves the day. And the save of the day person is me. Again.
I do see a theme in some of these pictures, but that's okay. I think that the theme of you being the star is a valid one. I like the title. Furball's good. I got a little bit confused in the middle of the pitch as to who hypnotises who, where,
the cat hypnotises everyone.
The cat hypnotises everyone.
And
okay.
the cat thinks he can take over the world.
Okay.
But the person who saves the day.
Can the cat be voiced by Antonio Banderas?
Yes, he
okay.
can.
Okay, well that's good. I like that one.
Well,
I think good
I don't like animated cats or animals
but I think
in a human
form. Well, I think I think that you might want to go more your visual effects than your trained cat. I think you might get more out of it. Cats are not known for taking training particularly well. I think that a family film like that could work well. I think that. So
I've got a dark comedy. I've got Bogan on a Mountain. It's just a comedy.
Mm.
And Furball. It's weird. Bogan on a Mountain is just never been done before. I have never seen a Bogan film.
Sometimes there's a very valid and good reason as to why things have never been done before.
You know, that was just a brainwave. I'm like, Mum, I'm bored. Great, you can help me clean the oven. I'm going to do some brainstorming for David Redman.
Mm-hmm. So I'm basically an excuse for getting out of doing housework.
Yeah, pretty much.
Nice.
And you're a great producer and, you know, a good idol for filmmakers.
And the oven was really, really dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. I understand.